Hello everyone. It's Tuesday, so that means we're streaming. I'm Money Black Mage and we're playing More Evil Within 2. As promised, off stream I did finish up the rest of the shooting gallery, enough to get the 2 keys. I still did the very hard mode of the regular shooting gallery, which was cool, it was worth it, because it gave you 10,000 brain juice, which is super useful. But the second game, which is the score attack one, I'll show you. It's a match 3 game, and I'm not really good at those. Kind of reminds me, it's like games like Puyo Puyo and stuff like that. I'm not good at match 3. It's simple. I've gotten close. Like my high score was 80,000, enough to get that 5,000 green gel. I haven't been able to get 100k because you have to keep streaming combos, and I'm just not very good at that. But it is a very fast game. I'll show you. See, it's like even that was only like 55k. So even though you do your best to get score combos, it's, I don't know, I'm just not very good at those sort of things. But I got enough to get a whole, it's like, especially since the last one is only 300 weapon parts, that's good, but I already have maximum crossbow, so we're pretty good. I did spend the rest of my points to get maxed out stamina and maxed out stealth, so at the very least we're pretty good at running and we're pretty good at hiding. And this is the beginning of chapter 4, where now we have to enter a new entrance into the subdimension, but it's through the password on the computer in the northern town that we couldn't get to before. Problem now is that now not only has new monsters respawn in the middle of town, but now all the really, really big, nasty monsters are out right now too. So we are going to actually do our best to just make a beeline and hide. Run and hide. We're not going to fight these things. There's so many really big, nasty things running around. We have to get there. And you might think, well, how about just cutting through the backyards? No, because there's so many hidden Zambos in the middle of these backyards that we've been through. It's so nasty. Honestly, I think going this way might be safer. But we're still going to try to take the back roads whenever we can. Shit. You saw that, right? That was one of the quick ones with the knife. So this alley's already a no-go. God damn. Yep. God damn, they're so fast. I wonder if there's anything up here, though. Ah, shit, it's one of those demon dogs. Those demon dogs are like straight out of The Thing. It's like 3 human bodies melded into one. Hey Sam, how's it going? Damn, that thing is so fast. And they see me very far too, so I'm not gonna dismiss that thing. Okay. The good news is that we do have a maxed out flame bolt crossbow, so that is something. Thing is, we got regular zombies, we got the giant smoker ones like that over there. So we invested in maximum stealth. We're gonna see just how far this gets us. Because if we can just kind of walk outside their cones of visibility, then we're okay. Just don't run. Just keep on sneaking. This is Metal Gear Solid Ghost mode. We don't need to explore anything, because everywhere is a trap. We're just gonna go straight to the other safe zone, which may not be safe because the first time we went there it wasn't safe. Regular zombies are pretty blind. The dogs are kind of blind. They're very hardy. The knife ladies are not blind. They can see forever. I kind of want to know if this vending machine will give us more stuff. It's worth a shot. Okay. It was worth it. Hopefully we'll have less glitches than last time too. Sunday we had glitches all over the place. Like there was some hit detection stuff, there was some AI stuff. There was like a shotgun kept disappearing out of my hands. There was a lot of weird stuff. We're just giving everything a wide berth. I hear you back there. Shit. Of course they put one of those fuckers in front of the safe zone. Okay, so the good news is that a good solid crossbow hit can one-shot those things. At least they did before. Shit. Don't look this way. Saku, thank you so much for those gift subs. Super awesome of you. I would hit thank you on the chat, but unfortunately, I'm sneaking past Zambos here. We learned also that the sniper rifle is not very good. Disappointing. Ooh, look at that flaming shot. Alright, so we're going to test our flaming crossbow. Ooh, still works. Hopefully none of these guys turn on us. Don't mind me. Doing it for the actualies. We're in chapter 4 right now. Oh my god, I think we actually made it through consequence free. I mean, you thought she was dead in Beacon too, so it's arguably better. See, Zako, I see it's true grinding festival. We need to run festival at least once or twice so I can cash in these ciphers I keep getting from other activities, because apparently it's the only way I can do it. The reason why I haven't played any Festival of the Lost in Destiny 2, because I looked at the loot pool of stuff you get, and I'll be honest, none of it excites me. None of it looked interesting, unless you're like a big collector and you kind of just want to get all the seasonal stuff. Like I did for Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, I did the final seasonal event. I got all the Halloween stuff with it, which they made super easy. Get in like a day or two, just doing all the dailies and activities. And I got my last bit, and I'm like, you know what, Monster Hunter? I salute you. I loved you. I can now finally put you away. There is nothing else for me to do in Monster Hunter World, other than just arbitrary achievements and challenges. Doing it for the triumphs, I get you.
So this is the computer Leo was talking about. Let's try that password.
Okay, so I have a guide next to me for keys. There's a key in this area. Apparently, once we go into the sewers. But yeah, I'm done with Iceborne. So now I'm done with one giant Frozen expansion. And go figure, this past week, Pokemon put out the second part. Which, if you're a veteran of Pokemon, because somebody asked me, is getting the expansion for Sword and Shield worth it? And I'm like, if you're a person who already has everything, unless you want to get the exclusive new Galar region versions of the legendary birds, there's not really a reason to get the new one, because all the content in there is just filler content to grind the stuff you've already grinded for in the past. They're just reselling it to you. But if you're a new person, or maybe you skipped out on Pokemon last couple gens, this is an excellent value. It's so good in terms of the value you get. But for me, if you're somebody who's already caught them all, it's just like, why would I bother? Because you're just going to bring these legendaries either back through events or you're going to put them in the next game. So what's the point? There's no point in me giving you $30 for 90% of recycled content. There's no point. Even though they have my beloved Sandslash and even Nidoking back behind a paywall, screw you. But if you're somebody, like I said, who's been missing out, get it. Excellent value. BEDO3. We may have to remember that. Wow, look at the textures of this guy. And in about 2 weeks, we're going to be exploring the Frozen expansion in of Europa. So go figure, there's like 3 expansions this past year that all feature ice. It's looking really good. I am excited for it. See, now I know when the yellow thing flashes, that means that there's something new to investigate.
So well down here either.
I'm sure they told me once, but I definitely forgot. See, Sword and Shield I had fun with. It's one of those where design-wise, it's one of the best designed Pokemons to date. However, in terms of fun or interesting new stuff, it is that what they call the MVP and not most valuable player, minimum value product, where it is just good enough to sell, what was it, like 15 million copies in its first 3 days? Some ridiculously huge number. Where there's just enough to guarantee buku sales without it actually being, something great. Pokemon recently, thanks to Game Freak, has always recently been doing that, where they make good games, but they do so at the cost of making great games. They don't want to make a great game, they just want to make a good game. Because a good game will sell 15 million in its first week. And if you make a great game, maybe you'll sell 20 million, but where's the diminishing returns on that, So I get it from both sides. I just kind of wish that Game Freak had a passion like they used to. Or maybe they never really used to. We shouldn't forget that it was Nintendo that helped make Game Freak
We're still deciding parts of
do a lot of what they did for the early Pokemons. And then after it became all Game Freak, it's just they just kept, I don't know, making good games, but not necessarily great games.
Used to be so huge.
I really do hope, Zaku, that the amount of content we're getting with Europa, because I want to see a planet tour, I don't think it's going to be spoilers. I just, they started off with Mercury, and Mercury's tiny, 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 and they try to hype that up. And even though Mars is really nice, I still prefer, old Mars. What I want them to do is a mix between what they did with Destiny 1 planets and Destiny 2 depth. I want both the size and the depth and the breadth. That's what I want from Destiny. To mix what they did with D1 and D2. Because they got a good thing going with both of them, but I really feel it could be great if they combine the two. We've had this discussion. You also have to remember that Pokemon Umbra is casting a huge net. Hold on, what's happening? Pokemon is appealing to everybody from age 9 to age 99. It hits a huge demographic. I think it's funny that they pointed to this soldier who's literally on the way to this thing. Alright, what's that noise? We might as well open that door. Okay, well that looks dangerous. Four shotgun shells. Tells me I should keep my shotgun ready. Just in case we need that exit strategy. I will say this though, Sword and Shield has a lot of great ideas. Like the idea of the Wild Zone, that's just what people wanted the entire game to be. One-to-one Pokemon walking around. Ooh, Warden crossbow ammo pouch? Hell yeah. Oh boy. Whoa, what the flip is that? Oh, that's a big guy. That's a big boy. I don't trust for a fact that any of these bodies... It really bums me out. Really does. That in this game, you cannot shoot bodies that are sleeping. Like, Sebastian would not be like, I didn't kill that zombie. I think he'd be better without his head. Man... Hey Griffin, how's it going? But yeah, I think I'm like a lot of people where it's like you're taking out 4 planets and giving us 1 planet and, you know, Cosmodrome. And I really do wonder if it is D1 Cosmodrome. Is that going to be an even exchange? You know? Granted, to be fair, I'm fine with getting new content because it's what everyone wants to play anyway. Instead of just regrinding the old content, I'm cool with that. This is the pouch. Let me guess, you're going to come up and scream in my face. Hell yeah. But, you know, we'll find out in 2 weeks. Yeah. We'll find out in 2 weeks. Either way, it's going to be new stuff. The new subclasses look cool, no pun intended. I know, joke's been done a million times. And like Pokemon, Destiny has to juggle the single player campaign people with a competitive crowd. Even though Destiny 2 isn't really like an esport, it still has a competitive crowd.
Emergency lockdown procedures are currently in effect. Lockdown can be disengaged by tuning to the frequency on your communicator.
Might as well give it a try.
You made dinner, Griffin? What'd you make for dinner? That was one of these. There, my gun disappeared again. You see? That's such a common graphical glitch in this game. With the shotgun of all things. Just disappears.
Emergency lockdown disengaged. Please wait while system reboots. Research wing emergency lockdown disengaged. Please wait while system reboots. Security annex emergency lockdown disengaged. Please wait while system reboots.
Damn it. I missed the prompt to sneak attack him. Shit. God, I love this thing. No, get up. I don't...
I hope that's it. Need to conserve ammo.
System reboot complete. Emergency lockdown fully disengaged.
Espresso chocolate chili. Now, that is an unexpected combination. Did you see how that... Man, that crossbow just ended that woman. Loved it. Alright, there was a big dude here earlier. We handled ourselves pretty well in that fight. Hey Shadows, how's it going? But yeah, every one of our friends, including Martino and Blind Samurai, everybody's excited for Europa and the new content. I'm excited for it too. And besides, now that Cyberpunk's no longer in next month, there's nothing blocking us from just playing more Destiny, quite frankly. And, you know, Yakuza. Definitely gonna play Yakuza. Gotta play Yakuza. Tangy, huh? I thought it might have been something kind of sweet and savory. Have fun with Persona 5R. Nice. See, the shotgun just keeps phasing out of Sebastian's hands, and I don't understand that. Alright, I guess we're gonna keep going forward though. I have a ghost shotgun.
Jesus, the smell.
We're gonna have to get in there, aren't we? We're gonna have to go in that nastiness. Alright, before we pull that switch, okay, I guess we have no choice but to pull that switch. Ew. We're currently going towards City Hall. Because we think that's where Cameraman took our daughter. I wonder if we have to fight a poo monster down here. This is a big area for something big to drop down on us on. I doubt we'll come down here, but it's good to know this dude still has 2 shotgun shells on him. Son of a bitch. That was a very cheeky game. But what do I expect? Chrisley Legal, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I think that's a new name. One thing I noticed when I was playing the shooting gallery on this game is that I actually don't like the shooting in this game. It's like, oh man, I'm really not enjoying the shooting in this game. It's deliberately chunky. Very sluggish. Only when you're going on very hard on the firing mode or the firing range do you really notice that. This looks bad. You know what this immediately reminds me of? This reminds me of like the furnace escape in the first game when you're escaping from Laura, and in the first time you encounter her, you can't kill her.
Thanks, O'Neill. I'd never make it through without this thing.
Oh, we're first person now. Oh geez, other than melee, we don't have an attack. At least we have an axe. We need to save that axe. Can you throw bottles? You can throw bottles at least. So you can throw bottles, you can heal, and you can swing an axe. This is different. I did not expect this. Yeah, Umbra, didn't you say that you didn't like 5 very much and you preferred 4? Wasn't that you? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Damn. That means I can't rely on my firearms.
Oh, that explains why we can't use firearms. Alright, this is like Twin Snakes now. I was making the Metal Gear reference earlier, but now we're literally Twin Snakes. I wonder if you can play the entire... I hear you can play the entire game of this game in first person now. Yeah. P5 is going to be one of those where I agree to disagree, because I'm the opposite. I actually don't like the P4 characters, but I really enjoy the P5 characters. Most of them. I'm not going to say I love all of them, but I do like most of them. I like their motivations more than the P4 ones. Though I guess you can really say that it's kind of hit or miss with all the Persona character casts, because I don't think there's any one cast in any of the Persona games where I like all of them. Not even Persona 5. Can I not stab her? I don't want to use my axe on her. Oh, shit. Alright, we're gonna see if we can stealth kill. We gotta be able to stealth kill.
Gotta be more careful with these things.
Where is she? Three up until 5 came out was actually my favorite. Like 3, and then of course you play 3 Fez after that. Alright, we're gonna see if we can stab this dumb AI. Yes. Okay, so we can stab the dumb AI. We got very lucky that the AI was very dumb. We took a hit, but it was for science. So I'm okay with that. So we can stab them. We just gotta be careful because you gotta be really up on them. The range to stab them is very short. Okay. Now we know. Alright, so we have dark tunnel there. Dark tunnel here. Is there a map? Something like that. Alright, let's scope out here. Okay, well this is a dead end. Unless something can fall there. I have Junpei's hat. I actually won it from a raffle. From an Atlas table when they were doing a raffle. I actually do have actually have Junpei's little hat with the school logo. I like his goofy, bow-legged baseball swing. It's more goofy and dumb than anything, but, you know. Like, you see with Persona 1, though, it's like they have a cast of characters that kind of fits these archetypes that, to be quite frank, they repeat in every single game. And they are definitely archetypes. Okay. This is a cool mix-up. I don't know what those lights mean.
Electric lock. Damn.
Okay.
Well, gotta follow the trail.
Answered that. Oh shit. It's one of those fucking things. God damn it. Okay, well, we're not gonna fight and stab those things. But yeah, like, I love 3 so much that 4 to me just didn't stand up to it. Like, it was certainly very enjoyable, but it didn't stack up to 3. And, you know, we're seeing, and 5 to me just impressed me so much. We're gonna go the other way from that thing. Ooh. Actually startled me. I don't see him moving, though. Okay, it's just a regular dead body. Because you got the regular dead bodies and ooh, wait. Hello. Sweet. So that was the key that was hidden down here. That's pretty easy. Apparently, once we exit this building, there's another statue behind the building we exit out of. Alright, so we have to go this way. Where this unfortunate thing is. That we're not going to be able to kill. Shit. Fuck. Saw me. Run. At first I was like, actually, that's not doing too much damage, and then I die. So it just straight up murders me. Shit. Okay. Big L on that. I wonder where the... We have an axe, though. We might be able to one-shot it. You know? We could try it. Because the axe one-shots pretty much everything in Melee. Let's wait for it to turn around. Because I know as soon as I leave here, it's going to turn around and face me and kill me. Alright, first things first. Let's check to make sure the key is still collected. Yeah, it doesn't save the keys. Alright, we're gonna try. We have an axe. We are going to try to kill this thing with a sneak attack. As I noticed that Sebastian still wears his wedding ring. But yeah, it's like with Persona 1, when I was covering that, there's some characters there that just don't get an ending graphic at all. Like, you don't even figure out where they go. The game doesn't even care. But there's some that get like a whole page, and there's some that appear in the second game. So, you know, they really don't treat the cast very evenly. And I feel that's the same across all the Personas. There are just some that the game clearly favors over others, and they get way more focus and development, and some that are just kind of casually passed over, or you don't spend very much time with them, so there's no development between you as the player, much less you as the main character. It's inconsistent. Alright, turn around. Okay. We're going for it. Behold my max stealth ability. Once I break line of sight, it doesn't know. It can't see me. Alright, so it can be sneak attacked, but it's probably like the ladies with the white with the knives. It probably takes 2 sneak attacks. I should have figured. Where did it go? Did it seriously just leave me alone? Alright, stay right there. Stay right there, don't move. Oh, sweet. So 2 sneak attacks work. Ooh, look at this thing up close and personal. Gross. See, this is why we invest in max sneak attack. Or not max sneak attack, but max sneak. Because I spent the extra 15,000 brain gel that I got from the shooting gallery, and I threw it all into maximum stealth. So that's why, like, the moment I break away from their line of sight, they're like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? So sometimes it seems like the AI is very stupid, but in reality, I'm just taking advantage of my max stealth investment. And rightfully so. I spent, like, 50,000 brain gel on getting good stealth. I better get something out of it. I feel zero remorse in sneaking around and knifing these things. CQC. Elder Scroll strats. See, I'm not... If this was Elder Scroll strats, I could have put a bucket on their head and then just walked up right in front of them and stolen the pants right off them. That would be Elder Scroll stats. Alright, so 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10. So that's 3, 2, 4, 4. Okay. What did I say? 3244? Yeah. I just... 4. 5. Okay, my bad. So it should be... There you go.
Hopefully that did something.
Helps if I can count. But yeah. Got that maximum stealth, baby. Remember when they were hyping up the AI of Elder Scrolls, among other things? Let's be for real.
Thank God. That mask smelled terrible.
I mean, so did vomit in your eye. I heard reports that Elder Scrolls 6 was going to use a new engine. But trust me, we all wish that. But first, you know they're going to sell Elder Scrolls 5. Again, you know they're going to sell Skyrim one more time on the new gen systems with all that ray tracing. You know they're going to do it. You know they're going to squeeze out more money because they're going to sell Skyrim again for the 8th and 9th time. They're going to sell it one more time. You know this to be true. They call the engine for 5 new. I don't know, did they call the creation engine new? They probably did. Todd told us many lies. I was gonna go up the stairs, but this seems to be a residence point, so let's check it out. Oh, there it is. Oh, you know something's gonna come out of that damn hole. You know something's gonna come out of that hole. Was there something else here? I mean, I guess we got 500 brain juice out of it, so... I just seemed a little too... empty. Oh. Here we go. Whoa, this perspective change. What do you want, mouse? Gotta love these vents that are big enough to hold a human. Oh, this is actually just a shortcut between these two areas now. Okay, cool. And then something grabs me. See, Obsidian's working on, what was it? It begins with an A. It's not Awoken, but it begins with an A. They're working on their game. And I'm pretty sure they're going to stick with their game. But yeah, everybody's immediately turning to Obsidian and be like, New Vegas 2? And Obsidian's like, well, you know, if it was presented to us, we wouldn't say no. And everybody's looking like, hmm? And I don't blame them. That would be super hype. One thing I don't understand, but I guess I never do understand it, is why everybody's just so mad at Cyberpunk being delayed yet again. I guess they're like, well, you guys are crunching. That isn't enough. It's like, we don't know what their original vision or scope or any of that is, you know? Just let them make the damn game. It comes out when it comes out. I've had my copy fully paid for since the middle of 2018. When it was first, the collector's edition was first announced. I had a collector's edition paid off and ready to be mailed. It just needs to exist. So yes, I've been waiting for a while, but I'm not getting pissed off about it. I'm not spending every waking day for it. Hold on, where do I go? Did I miss something in the other room? If the game needs time to get better, the game needs time to get better. Rushing never helped anybody. Keep in mind I said rushing, not Russians. Russians are good, for the most part. There must be something that we missed. Exit B2. Well, actually, kind of think of it, there was that other area, wasn't there? There was a second door. Add a delay. Stop giving dates before you know you can hit it or not. Yeah, that's fair. Every time they give a delay, they keep saying, this date will be the date. This date will be the date. They really should stop it. They should be like, hey, we have to delay it. We don't know. Oh, City Hall access B2. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, this is the exit. This isn't the first area. This is the actual exit. Cool. Yep.
Here it is. My way back into Union.
And we're actually topped off on ammo. How about that? Look at us using our knife and being smart. Hopefully this puts us in a safe area so we can drink some coffee and save on healing. Avengers with the patch fixed 1,000 things. That game wasn't even going to be good to begin with. That game was always going to be a highly polished average game. It always looked like that. For some people, that's all they need to have fun. So I'm not hating on the people that are like, I really like Avengers. But that game was never going to rock the boat. What a beautiful Dewang. Speaking of coffee. Oh. The thing though is that Marvel's Avengers was in development for so long and produced so little. That game is in development for a while. We knew about that game since Infinity War, and if that game was smart, it would have come out right when Endgame was hot. That was the time to release anything Marvel. That's when Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 sold so much, even though it was again just an okay game. It's because Marvel was hot, man. Timing is everything. It's like what I said before. It's the reason why all this week, especially today, the NDP, or might say the NDA, was all about when you could release the release videos. Oh, what's up, Kitty? Thank you.
Thanks, Kitty.
It was all about when you could release the PlayStation 5 unboxing videos. And that's why you have literally 1,000 unboxing videos on the internet right now. And then after that, you're going to have the controller reviews, and then you're going to have the weight comparisons, and then you're going to have the load time things, and you're going to have the dashboard tours, and then you're going to have this one demo that this one guy put that I actually clicked on, because I was saying, I don't care about any of his videos, they all repeat the same shit. But one guy actually had a really useful video. He was like, I'm going to load Destiny 2 on a regular system, then the improved system, and then this system. I'm like, that's actually a useful metric. Because on the console, Destiny takes like a minute and change to load. It takes a while. And it showed like on a regular console, it was like 2 minutes and change. And then on the improved console, it was like a minute and change. And then on the new one, it was like less than a minute. I think it was like 40 seconds. I'm like, that's pretty good, honestly. And that sort of information is useful. It's like what I ask is like, if you're going to tell me about the controller, tell me how long the battery life is after you've been playing it for 8 hours straight and you have headphones plugged in. Because that's a realistic and relevant example to me. Turn on that console, put it in a room that's like 83 degrees. I think it's fair. You know, it's kind of warm, but it's not super hot. And then let it run a game for like an hour. And then I want to hear, how loud is that fan? You tell me, game. Oh, sweet. So it's universal. Because especially on the PlayStation, because PlayStation batteries have never been good. They've always had the lowest possible milliampere built-in batteries. It's always been a joke. So if you're going to show me like PS specs that I care about, and then later Xbox specs, those are the things I care about. Because those are things people are going to have to deal with. They're going to deal with battery life of their controller. Everybody's going to deal with that. You know, everybody wants to know how long before reports of stick drift come in. You know, stick drift's an inevitability at this point for how they build controllers. It's so weird. We've had joysticks for so long, and yes, I remember even my original like N64 having like the first controller getting stick drift after some time, but I've only ever replaced like one controller. And yeah, like the N64 analogs are just, you know, really terrible in hindsight. But Every controller system goes through that. GameCube, PlayStation, original Xbox, especially last gen. Stick drift is nothing new. It's just an inevitability, but how soon before it happens? You're lucky to get out of the PS4 with headphones. Dude, tell me about it. I wear headphones. I'm wearing headphones right now while I play this game. I have to, every time I stream, it has to be hardwired into the PlayStation, because if I don't, and I was using it anytime before, even though I'm only streaming for 3 hours and change, I will still get a low battery warning. PS4 controllers just have nothing. I think it's like 600 or 800 milliamperes how big the battery is. It's not great. Anyway, we're pretty stocked up on a lot of stuff, which is good. Alright, so I want to upgrade... Harpoon bolts are maxed out, which is good. Maybe we should work on explosive bolts next. Decrease the time it takes to get to fully charged. I wonder. Faster firing would be nice. Is half a second worth it? Is going from 1.2 seconds to 0.8 seconds worth it? I don't know. I don't really feel that. I feel range is useful, though. $125 to double its range? I'll do that. That's worth it. Sniping these dudes from afar is totally worth it. See, I wish I had a comparison. I need to fire the explosive bolt at something. Like the dog, for example. The dog we've seen can take multiple harpoon bolts if you hit a body shot. A body shot does not kill a dog with a harpoon bolt. But if a body shot from an explosive bolt kills it, then makes the explosive bolt very, very good. Because when you tell me 120%, this is why I have to take a point off on whoever designed this. 100% versus 20%. What's 20%? 20. What's damage? What's the damage? Is 20% of this more damage than the 50% of this? I don't know, because you never gave me base values. I don't know how much damage we're dealing. All you can do is just kind of like observe, but that seems so dumb when we're in a system where items are so precious. And same thing for the crossbow, or maybe I should upgrade the shotgun. We are getting more use out of it. Maybe we should, because outside the pistol, the shotgun is our go-to. Look at that exact amount that we had. Oh wow, that's actually worth it. Look at that return on investment. A boost from 1% critical chance to 20% critical chance. See, that's a number I can relate to. Nice. Alright, we got a key. Let's cash it in. And we got a lot of gel, honestly. We're going to upgrade, and I'm going to take a quick break, because I'm holding it in right now. Ooh, nice. That's a lot of gunpowder. We have a lot of bullets here. See, I'm cautious because in Resident Evil, which this isn't, but it's a good litmus test. Whenever you have, it's always feast or famine. Whenever you suddenly have a lot of health items and a lot of weapon ammo and a lot of resources, it's because there's going to be a boss that's going to deplete most of your stuff. So the fact that we went through an area and we kept getting so much supplies, I'm like, what are all these shotgun shells and crossbow bolts lying around here for? Why do I have so much healing supplies? Why do they give me a first aid kit? That's like the second first aid kit I've seen in this entire game. I'm smelling a boss fight. I think when we get to City Hall, we're gonna fight Cameraman. I don't think Cameraman's the final boss. Maybe he is, maybe he's not, but I think we're gonna fight somebody.
There's nothing wrong with being cautious, but you can't avoid fighting forever. Maybe you should think about adding some combat skills.
Speaking of combat skills, what do we need? I think Brawler's useless as fuck. Firing stance makes me suspicious. Maybe we should go on health and recovery, though. We haven't invested anything in our health gauge. Yeah, let's do this. If we're going into what I suspect is a boss fight, the more the better. Okay, we'll bank that. Got to be able to take the hits if we're gonna play dirty. Okay, real fast. Pause. Gonna be right back. We're gonna take a quick break. Everyone get some water. Okay, back. Oh, you posted weapon values, huh? Let's take a look. Oh, this is Evil Within 1, though. Is it the same for Evil Within 2? This one's a little different, though, because this is just the upgrade values for Evil Within 1, and the upgrade tree was different in Evil Within 1 than Evil Within 2. However, if it's somewhat similar, then the upgraded harpoon bolt is still better than the upgraded sniper rifle, which, from what I observed, is still true. Okay. However, let me see. Man, shotgun is very... I forgot that we got grenades back in the day. Explosive bolt looks like it's better. It's worse than a grenade, but better than a shotgun. I didn't realize explosive bolt was so weak compared to regular harpoon bolt. Here we go. Okay, so Evil Within 2 weapon test. There we go. Alright. Chapter 5 Buzz Chainsaw Boss. A little bit spoilery, because now I know in Chapter 5 we're going to fight the Chainsaw Lady. But that's okay. I suspected like we were going to fight a boss soon. So now we know it's the Chainsaw Lady. She doesn't have any weak points. That's good to know, actually, because I would have just aimed for like her many, many heads. Or maybe try to cripple her an arm, but that doesn't work. Okay, let's see. So the silenced pistol is worse than the starting pistol, the semi-auto. Or the laser pistol is. I suspected that because I noticed that the damage output on just the laser pistol was worse than the regular pistol. I thought that. So explosive bolt is the same as sniper rifle in terms of damage, and the single barrel shotgun. Okay, so basically the explosive bolt is basically like a super long range shotgun, or a medium range sniper rifle. Interesting. Sniper rifle is the best gain per gunpowder unit with damage upgrades, which I don't have damage upgrades on it, so it's not that good. Shotgun has better value per gunpowder with no damage upgrades. Well, I slightly upgraded that, so I did the reverse of this. Let's see. The double barrel shotgun is the worst shotgun. That's good to know. Assault rifle is garbage. I didn't even know we got one. That's good to know. Don't fight the boss with a hand axe. That's good. Electric bolts don't affect her. Magnum, of course, are the best. Of course. The fully upgraded harpoon with fire deals the most damage in the game. I am so... I knew that it did. I didn't know it, but I suspected, because in the first game, that's how it was. The fully upgraded crossbow with flame upgrade is the best weapon in the game, other than the infinite rocket launcher and brass knuckles, of course. But of all the regular weapons, the best. And it looks like that's the same case in this game, too, which is good. Fully upgraded explosive bolts shoot shrapnel for extra damage, but it's inconsistent. Of course, the rocket launcher is the best damage, of course. This is obviously New Game Plus because he had all the weapons. Alright, so it looks like with the harpoon, he says you also, to max out DPS, want to let the fire burn out before you fire another one. Okay. So it sounds like the best way to mix up DPS then is shoot a firebolt. I wonder if she gets stunned by fire. I hope so. But then switch to sniper rifle, keep pelting her, and then once the fire goes out, light her on fire again. Or light her on fire, pelt her with explosive bolts, and then light her on fire again. That might be what we do, actually. However, if you have bullet cascade, the assault rifle does triple damage. Interesting. Okay. This is actually really good metadata. Thank you. And he says if you want to burn your ammo really fast, the burst handgun is very good, but of course it chews through all your ammo super fast. Granted, this is a boss fight, so why not? Okay. 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 So it sounds like we're gonna fight Chainsaw Lady. Or Chainsaw. Well, yeah, it's like Chainsaw. Well, actually, it's just Saw Lady. It just has a saw. It's not really a chainsaw. It's just a saw. Ooh, bristling. This lady's freaky. She's big and she's gangly. Alright, let's do this. You don't think you've seen her yet? She's in like the very first chapter, where as soon as you're escaping and realizing you're in a nightmare where something's not right, she busts out of a mirror and chases you down a hallway. The usual kind of spooky stuff. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Apparently there's supposed to be a statue behind this. Oh, there it is, yeah. Okay, real fast, we're gonna go back and cash in this key, because... Come on now. It's a key. Maybe we'll be lucky and there will be, parts, weapon parts that we get for this. But yeah, I'm actually okay with Cyberpunk moving to December, because let's be real, it's gonna dominate December. It's gonna dominate whatever month it came out on, but at least now people are gonna be done with spending all their money getting all their stuff and getting all that. Did you hear the new update though, that Call of Duty the Zombies mode is only gonna be on PS5? That's shenanigans, because it's not like before where it's like, oh, Spec Ops survival mode is exclusive to PS5 for 1 year. Nobody played that mode. It was garbage. However, a lot of people play zombies, and the fact that it's exclusive to one version, that's kind of shenanigans.
Detective Castellanos. Always a pleasure to see.
Ugh. Cyberpunk's gonna get pushed to February. Man, I don't know. They're going on a lot of graces right now. Can they really afford to keep pushing it? I wonder. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. I wonder if there's data to back up though. Like maybe zombies is overrated in terms of how much we're overestimating it. I wonder if there's data to show that maybe zombies is actually super not very well played at all. I know some people really.
It's him.
I know some people claim to like love it, but I. Ever since. Well,
Fuck is that?
we got chapter 5 now.
Not sure I'm ready for this.
Because I've never been the biggest fan of the zombies horde mode. I always thought it was okay. But you know, there's some people that swear by it. But I think ever since Warzone came out, people kind of don't ask for zombies anymore, you know? Look at me, I'm using the radar correctly. So here's the thing, I think we keep getting the same, not just the same robot, but like actually the same username robot, because I could have sworn the last robot also started with like NT whatever. So if Hojito Hojita over there is comes back the next time, now we know. So everybody remember the name Hojita.
Yeah, just you wait, asshole.
I like this camera angle. How did I miss? First of all, that was bullshit. Okay, okay. How is it not hitting her? I am seriously questioning. Oh wait, hold on. I have smoke bolts on. That explains it. I keep clicking the stick when I keep meaning to reload my weapon. That made it very anticlimactic. Where it's like, oh, I keep hitting pause. Actually, she wasn't that hard. But at the same time, yay. I like how that trophy has the picture of a trophy. Good job, game. Man, good on us. Firebolts, man. Firebolts just... Circle strafing. Dude, you know it. If I could bunny hop, you know I would. The fact that she didn't summon ads really helped. I thought for a second when the camera came in that there were going to be ads like those white ladies and with knives. If that happened, this boss would have been such misery. But it was just her. And for some strange reason, she lost sight of us like twice during the fight, so we were able to pelt her. And even the pistol got a lot of hits in. Good for the pistol. But yeah, lighting on fire, man, you see the difference. Like, she went down fast. Fire fixes a lot of things. Don't ever forget. I do like how they arrange these things to be like, if you want to stealth her, you could stealth her. I'm sure there are badasses out there on the internet who were like, yeah, I just, you know, snuck around and stabbed her with my knife. I'm sure there are plenty of badasses like that. Yeah, the dot OP, man, that's the strat. A lot of tools in this arena. All these explosive bolts that I did not use. I crafted them and I didn't even use them. Now we know. The explosive bolt is basically a shotgun with better range. Ooh, there were traps around here I didn't even use. Man. Yeah, if only I was naked, knife only, that's the way to play. All these shock bolts. Was shocking her an option? We are going to be so stacked on everything. Honestly, this is probably how they meant for you to get distance on her. You're right. Oh, you can even run back here. Explosive barrels, look at all this stuff. They really give you a lot of options. I wonder if we can blow this car up. Yeah, we can. Oh, there's even more stuff back here. Man, this area is actually pretty big for fighting the boss. I'm willing to bet on like super hard mode, you probably need to use all these tools. She probably has like 1,000,000 health. We're just looting and polluting. Nice. I didn't realize there was a trap there. That's cool that it gives me the option to disarm. Wait, did I see another trap there? Maybe. I thought I saw the glint of a wire. Ooh, look at all these extra stuff. Oh, cool. Oh wait, I can't disarm them. Hmm. What do I do if I can't disarm them? I guess I shoot one off, and then I just collect the other one. Man, look at the range on this thing. Man, this... You had the entire area here to fight her. It wasn't just the courtyard. This is pretty cool, actually. Not gonna lie. I respect that. I respect the amount of freedom they gave you. Well, that was a weird glitch. I guess you couldn't run past here, though. Okay. Looks like there's also a door back here. I don't know if I want to go through the front door or the back door. We'll go through the front door. For all we know, though, the front door is probably bait, because if you probably tried dashing for the door, you probably couldn't get through. I doubt they gave it to you that easy. But yeah, that lady, her buzzsaw does a lot of damage. Let's just put it that way. It's a lot of damage. Oh. I didn't expect it to open. You look ill, sir.
Who's there? It's okay. Harrison, right? I'm not one of them. Who are you? Don't worry. Only yourself. I thought I was the only one left. Looking for the core. Where is she? Is she here? Second floor. The stable field emitter. Emitter. Forget about that. I'm here to find the core. You must turn on the emitter.
Everybody has the most advanced walkie-talkies in this game.
Another team member down. Wish I could have gotten more info. Don't worry, Lily. I'm still gonna find you.
Red juice. Oh, it's gunpowder. Never mind. First aid kit. Top off. Look at that satisfyingly girthy health bar. This is the pride before the fall. See, all those resources I invested into just the harpoon bolt, firebolt. That's how it pays off, right there. I noticed it didn't always set her on fire, though. That was kind of weird. She also was never staggered. Not once. Shotgun didn't stagger her, crossbow bolt didn't stagger her, nothing staggered her. Uh-oh. Those cameras are bad news. Alright, before we get too far, I kind of want to check out the back room. If we can leave. Of course we can't leave. Why did I think we could leave? Another one of these cameras. Oh, you know this is going to be a problem. I wish you could just knock them over. I'm not going in there yet. There's a creepy dead man on the ceiling. I'm gonna go in the side room area that may or may not be a trap. I did like the camera angle of when he was banging against the gate and then like behind his back, the monster was assembling. That was cool. Oh, hello. Save point. Nice. I think I will save. Let's see what's down here real fast. Alright, well, somewhere that we can't access. Damn. Well, I guess there's nothing else to check out except the one room we can enter. blood in it. Alright, this room is immediately set up to be an encounter room. Just saying. This is the video game instincts. You can tell this is going to be a fight. Just in case. It's crazy that the explosive bolt gives off such just so much light on its own. It emits so much light. Good luck. What is there an actual fight here? Was the Saw Lady just a distraction? Was she a warm-up? That's no way it's that easy. With all these cameras everywhere, there's got to be monsters everywhere. This is a trap. This is completely a setup. My paranoia is peaked. Peaked as in interested, not peaked as in maximum paranoia. Maximum paranoia. Maximum jump. Maximum speed. Like, this whole area looks like an arena. Let's be real. All these cameras everywhere? Oh, come on. Alright. It's behind the creepy curtain.
What's this about?
Hmm. If I take the rose, is it gonna freak out? Oh, we probably have to assemble the scene.
What's this? This camera's so old. Must mean something.
Is that it? We good? We take a picture? It's gonna turn into a monster, isn't it? Oh. appreciate the art. I appreciate that art exists. I do believe there's art constantly around. That doesn't mean all art is good, though. Decapitated body. Oh, I see. So that dude's Valentini. Cameraman's Valentini. And every woman he's beheaded turned into that monster. That monster represented all the victims of Valentini. He killed all his models.
I remember this. Still a cold case.
So it's another serial killer. But why was he placed in here?
Appreciate the art. Fine. As long as it gets me closer to you, I'll play your game. Oh. Who comes up with this stuff?
Wait, what? Oh. Spooky. Can you believe it's Saturday's Halloween?
It's Lily. This guy's playing with me.
Alright, what spookiness is gonna come out? Whoa. What the? That seems big. Whoa. Picture of a door. How philosophical. Hmm. Ooh. If we're quiet, it's because I'm focused. And I'm like literally trying to hear if there's anything creeping up behind me. You know how this game doesn't pull punches.
Another one.
What?
What's he after?
What is this? If I'm mistaken, Those thing had heads. And the heads are gone now. Oh, there's something there. I can't see what it is. What is that? Oh, that's him. That's Valentini. Alright, well, something's gonna happen when we enter and approach him. You know he's not gonna go down easy. Alright. We know this is a trap. Hmm. Well, now. You gotta admire how incredibly calm Sebastian is about this. He's like, whatever. Ain't even phased. Alright, this is definitely a trap. This is 100% a trap. Am I supposed to do something with these items? Oh, you know what? I should have made more harpoon bolts. Well, now I'm just lost. Game's trying to be spooky, but I'm too busy being lost. I'm like, wait, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Can't do anything with this stuff. Oh, okay. Well, that was weird. Who was that? Was that Emily? The fuck? Wait a minute, something's wrong. Whoa. In our face.
What are these things?
There was something big behind that camera. Just now. I knew it. That lady was just a warm-up. There's something else bigger here. I don't want to break these statues. Have fun here? Oh boy, that's ominous. Oh, you guys telling me good luck. Good lord. this isn't hey, we're about to fight something. It's gonna require a lot of ammo. If it wasn't immediately obvious. Okay, whatever it is, we lead with the crossbow bolt. All right.
This has to be the emitter.
Of course, it's gonna be right in the middle. Why wouldn't it be? All the best traps are right there in the middle.
Authorization required. Please connect an authorized terminal.
Terminal. Must mean this communicator.
Sure hope nothing spooky sneaks up behind me.
Restart sequence initiated.
Is it Valentino? Oh shit, he got us. Valentino got us. Motherfucker.
You've been searching for me for so long. So I have come. But wait. It's not me you seek, is it? No. It's the girl. I should be offended. But how can I be? You're not the only person who wants her power. There is another, one far more deserving. One who can offer rewards you could never imagine. So sorry, but you've been outbid. Fear radiates from
Ow.
It's beautiful, but not yet finished. I am Stefano, and now you are my art.
We're on a first name basis now.
Son of a bitch!
Whoa, what the? What the? Oh shit, it is a giant camera.
Meet my beautiful
Whoa.
Obscura.
Oh fuck.
Sequence initiated. Sequence will complete in 90 seconds.
Oh shit, this thing's got the world powers. Where the fuck did it go? Oh wait, we have to restart it, don't we?
Alright, I got it going. I just have to hold it off until the emitter starts.
80 seconds. 70 seconds.
Man, I did not expect to fight a giant literal camera. I can't say cameraman, camera thing.
60 seconds.
Shit, you got me. Where the fuck is it? It's making very sensual moans and I can't hear where it's coming from. It identifies as a camera. It's very non-binary. See, the rough thing about super stealth is that it loses track of me, but I also lose track of it. Let's lay some traps. Shit. That I didn't expect. It's like, lol, I'm just going to jump over this, eat shit, and die. Damn, I did it again. I kill her right when it's about to end.
20 seconds.
I think it's enjoying this battle in a very erogenous way. I think battles are its kink. I also think it's on the ceiling. Damn, it just keeps jumping over the damn thing. I wonder if I could have killed it.
Stabilization procedure.
Great. Saved my own ass. But what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, we didn't kill that thing.
He's gone. He didn't leave Lily here. Where did he take her? Should give Kevin an update about this.
Yeah, I'm positive this was New Game Plus. I had like an infinite rocket launcher. I probably could have taken it down.
Shit. Maybe I'll get a signal outside.
Well, the boss fight did its job. It sapped me of a lot of my resources. Alright, next thing we upgrade is Healing Boost. Healing Boost. Did not expect that to happen, but you know what? We got past it. First try. I think, again, the super stealth really helped, because it lost track of us very easily. And that might have been a different fight if I didn't go all in stealth and max out my stealth. That might have been a different game altogether. Is there stuff in there? It kept giving me shock bolts. I wonder if it was susceptible to shock. It is part camera. We didn't think about that. But the emitter's in the other world. Who's to say that Valentino can't mess with it again? Especially since it all requires is one dude's walkie-talkie. Come on. It would have been funny, but also not funny if they went, the lock is jammed shut for every single door you couldn't open. Just like in Silent Hill. The lock is rusted shut.
Can't believe these bastards used Lily like some kind of science experiment.
Oh, I'm so mad.
The nerve to send me in to clean up their mess. It's like some kind of sick joke.
Oh, those doors are open now. Hmm. You know, the game did set me up. I didn't think that, I thought all this was going to be an arena to battle, and it wasn't. Oh, statue. When a game needs a separate difficulty slider for the puzzles. Yeah, I get you. Actually, there haven't really been too many puzzles in this game, you know? Not really a puzzle-heavy game. The first one wasn't too puzzle-heavy either, unless I'm horribly misremembering it. Alright, this time we're going to craft some bolts. Just in case. Actually, let's see. Alright, so according to this, the best upgrade after the Warden Crossbow Harpoon Bolt is the Sniper Rifle. However, explosive bolts are a good investment too, because they basically do shotgun damage. What's it take to craft an explosive bolt? Gunpowder and nails. And we don't have too many of them. Meanwhile, sniper rifle is gunpowder. I guess I can see that. Alright, so we'll invest in that. Oh, we don't have high-grade weapon parts. Never mind. Oh, you're talking about Silent Hill? Oh, yeah. We haven't fired a sniper rifle except casually once. You know? Alright, so I wonder if the room down here is unblocked before we exit City Hall. Granted, this might be the way forward instead of exiting City Hall, but we don't know. It's still blocked. Alright. Oh, that's right. He says it's going to stabilize the town. So maybe when we get out of here, it's going to fix the brokenness outside. And perhaps we'll be able to walk back to the safe house. Or maybe there's just a whole bunch of monsters outside waiting for me. I guess we'll find out.
Son of a bitch still has Lily. Now I'm back to square one again.
We've reestablished contact with the marker agent.
About time. Patch him through. Sebastian? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman.
Finally. Are you all right?
That psycho is still on the loose in here. I turned on the emitter. And that seemed to slow him down. But he got away. And he's got Lily. She must be so scared and alone. I've got to find her before he does something terrible to her. So close. I can feel it.
That picture honestly looks nothing like him.
Find her just as much as you do, Sebastian.
I don't think the beard changes that much.
Sure you do. Don't want your precious experiment to fail.
I also learned that he has a stand, a camera stand,
I was
called The
thinking
World.
myself. Not Mobius.
It stops time.
Spent a lot of time with Lily during testing. She's a good kid. I don't want her to suffer. I know things are bad, but I have faith in you. We've got to stay focused so we can save her. Together.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Thanks for the pep talk, Kidman.
Don't worry about it. But right now you need to figure out where he took her.
He said his name was Stefano.
Stefano. Copy that. I'll see what I can find out and send it to your room.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll check in with O'Neill. See if he can help me locate this psycho.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if I can be of any help. And
Sebastian,
Yeah.
good luck.
Thanks. Gotta figure out where he took her.
I hear growling.
Think I might have just figured it out. Not doing a very good job of hiding. It's almost as if he's taunting me. Well, if it's a fight he wants, he's gonna get it. I just have to find my way there.
What is that?
O'Neill, it's me.
I see the stable field emitter is back online. Please tell me you found the core and you're on your way back here.
Sorry. That lunatic still has her, but I think I have an idea where he went.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
I see it too. I'm picking up the signal again, but now it's coming from the theater in the
Theater.
other part of town.
Right. Through the barrel again, I guess. May need a little guidance here.
I'm on it. Looks like turning the emitter back on stabilized some passages there. Exit D5 looks to be the one closest to the theater. I'm not totally sure what you'll encounter down there, so watch your back.
At this point, nothing would surprise me.
I don't know. We've seen a lot of stuff that surprises us. Ooh, chapter 6. See, after how long chapter 3 was that we spent like 2 weeks just wandering around town. Oh, I wonder if we can actually collect stuff now? Is that stuff still there? That would be very generous. If they could let us, if all the stuff is still there. It's probably not. But we're gonna check anyway. Oh wait, it wouldn't be because that was the other world. Well, I mean, this is a new world, so we should check it out anyway. And now that we're kind of chill, we can actually kind of chillax and talk about stuff. Oh, that's right. I don't want to trigger an unnecessary trap. Yep, empty. But yeah, like chapter 3 was super long, and so oh, it's the one we fired here. That's funny. Hey, at least we got something back. Funny that that persisted out of all things. Hey, here we go. Some shotgun shells. Some stuff did last. See, we got some shotgun shells, some explosive bolts, syringe. We're doing all right. Yeah, with how long chapter 3 was, I literally thought all the chapters are going to be that long. I was like, oh my god, this game is going to be forever. Forever long. And while, you know, I don't think games should overstay their welcome. Maybe it's because I am older, and a lot of, you know, us when we get older, we think the same way, where it's like, you know, we just don't have 60 hours to spend on a game all the time. I'm okay with a game being 30 hours. Now, I'm not necessarily okay with a game being 10 to 15 hours, like what the former CEO of Sony Entertainment was saying, where he's like, people should be more used to having high quality, tight 15-hour experiences. I'm like, I'm okay with having tight, focused experiences. I think 15 hours is a little low. I'm okay with like the 20-30 range. I think 20-30 range is where I'm comfortable. Where if it's going to be a quote-unquote long game, even RPGs, I'm okay with RPGs being 20-30 hours long. I'm okay with it. They don't need to be 100 hours long. I love you, Witcher 3. I really do. I will never replay you because I'm not going to spend another 250 to 300 hours on you. And I still didn't finish all of Skellige because I was 75% done with everything. I did everything in the mainland, but when it came to Skellige and I saw all those million X's, I'm like, I'm going to do most of it. And then afterwards, I'm like, I'm just going to do the major side quests and then the main quest. I'm not going to visit every single X on this map. Jesus Christ. And then the expansions, just for how long they are. I'm like, this is all so good. It really is. But I really don't want that all the time. That's why I'm okay with, like, when I'm saying, oh, Cyberpunk won't be as long as Witcher 3. I'm like, that's okay, because 90% of the games that come out aren't as long as Witcher 3, so it's okay. And however long Cyberpunk is, because I know it's not going to be 15 hours, and it's probably not going to be 30 hours, it's going to be fine. It's going to be all good. I'm okay with that. And yeah, Shadows, you bring up a solid point. I'm okay with a 15-hour game too, as long as I'm paying $70 for it. That's a great point. Just like the people who play Call of Duty are going to have to contend with the fact of paying $70 for the PC or Xbox version and not getting zombies with it for a year. If ever. You have to pay the same price just to play with less content. That just seems wrong. It'd be okay if it was like zombies on the PlayStation version, but Xbox gives, like, I don't know, an extra survival map or something like that. If they did something like that where there were version differences, no one would really complain. Where it's like, yeah, they're getting a mode and one person's getting a map, but at least you're getting exclusives on either side. Nope, they're like, one version gets something, and every other version will not get that, and it's going to cost the same for some reason. It's like, you should charge $10 less for the PC and Xbox versions of Call of Duty. Screw you. I don't think we checked out this pagoda. Oh, residence.
Another beautiful day. I can't remember the last time it was overcast or too cold. Always feels just right. I'm truly blessed to be raised in Union. Never left this place. I don't want to. I'm gonna die here. Smell that. Smells like spring. Flowers like plenty of
It's like when Yakuza Like a Dragon comes out in a couple of weeks, like, I will play that, and I really just kind of want it to be, 20, 30 hours. I don't really need it to be, especially since they're talking about it being an action RPG. And I think they kind of mean that mechanically more than necessarily content-wise, but we'll see. Oh yeah, they can take they're going to take the sucker punches on Xbox as much as they want, but yeah, when like Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 come out, I completely advocate them playing the EA playbook. EA does a lot of shady stuff, but if there's one thing that they should do, it's out of the EA Play thing. We talked about this before, where they should release the game on Game Pass, of course. They're going to release the game on PlayStation. No problem about that. However, the Xbox version will not only have extra content, but you get to experience it with Game Pass 1 week earlier than anyone else. So you not only get more content, but you get it earlier. And on the Xbox, you get it $10 less for physical, while PlayStation gets to play $70. So you pay $70 on Xbox or PC. You pay, you pay 70 on PS5. You pay 60 on Xbox or PC, and you pay you have Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, you get to play it 1 week early. Just like how EA Play used to do it, where if you bought it digitally, you got a discount, and you got to play it earlier if you played it on their service. To me, if you own that service, why not? Because they're all about selling software and subs, and that's a great way to drive subs. Zaku, if you're still there, I remember when the company gave me 1 year of Xbox Game Pass when it first came out. I didn't use it once. Not once the entire first year. Because it was just like, okay, the selection isn't great. But now, man, totally worth. Smoke bombs, great. Oh yeah, and if you got the deluxe digital version on EA Play, you got it extra 3 days early. EA was always kind of weird with that. I wasn't thrilled with the way they had like 5 release dates based on the version you got. I always thought that was kind of dumb. But at the same time, it clearly worked because they just keep selling more copies of Madden and FIFA every year. Even though FIFA and Madden are pieces of trash. Not because they're football games or soccer games. It's because they literally have terrible business practices. Alright, so we are taking some hits now with the bosses. Maybe we should think about better healing. Probably. More health or better healing? Because better healing is better when we're in a pinch. When it matters. But then having better health overall is good in general. Also costs more. You know, let's go with more health. If we can take the hits, we can take the hits. Excuse me. What EA is doing, placing unskippable ads in their full price and microtransaction game? Yeah. Like I said, they're doing some scumbag stuff now. It is atrocious. And I think they patch it in after their reviews are out, a month later, so nobody gets to know about that. Activision did that with microtransactions, which was very sketch. And then EA is doing it again. And then I think they said they added a patch where it's only in certain modes now. And then they posted something on social media saying, oh, we didn't know it was going to be on everything, every version or every mode of the game. That was unintentional. We totally didn't intentionally code that. We are so sorry. We're going to only leave it for the certain modes to help pass load times. I'm like, okay. It's hard to control ads, to be honest with you. For example, YouTube is an interesting site. There's some people that will yell at me saying like, hey, how come there's like so many ads on your long videos? I'm like, just to let you know, even if you have, even if you put no ads on your video or you select where ads are supposed to go, YouTube will add ads on top of the ads that are already there on your videos. That's why sometimes you get 2 ads in a row, is because one may be there placed intentionally and the other might be a supplementary tag-on ad done by YouTube automatically that wasn't part of the initial setup by the creator. In other words, it's out of my hands. If you want to yell at me for there being 30 ads, well, this is going to be cheeky, but I'm like, did you watch all 30 ads? In which case, thank you. I appreciate that. But if you tell me you have ad blocker, I don't feel mercy for you. Here's a little behind the scenes. If it's a channel I support, like I'm sub to them and I support them, I will let the ads run. If it's like 2 30-second ads or whatever, 15-second ad, I let the ads run. Because if a person's gonna get credit from an ad, here's how it works on YouTube. The payout from an ad only happens if A, the person clicks on the ad and it goes to whatever site it goes to, or B, if the person watches the ad entirely. If a person ever skips an ad on YouTube, the creator gets 0 credit. Even if you watch 90% of it and just skip the last 2 seconds, that channel gets 0 credit for that ad from that advertiser. So one of the best ways you can support a channel without actually giving them direct money is either click an ad, and then you could just close the window, or you actually let the ad run. Me, I let the ad run and use it as a quick break. Hey, it sucks, but that's how the business works, baby. That's just simply how it works. If you ever want to ask any behind the scenes YouTube knowledge, I'll tell you what I know. I'm not afraid of hiding it. That's just business, nothing personal. Yeah, and Umbra, what you do right there, pay for YouTube Premium to avoid ads. That actually helps a lot because every view you get is actually more credit for a video from people who have YouTube Premium goes towards the creator of that video, and in many cases is actually worth more than the ad that would have been there. So actually being a YouTube Premium person, if you like to support and watch videos, is actually very helpful. So if you do that and you watch my videos in their entirety, thank you. YouTube Premium actually does benefit ever so slightly more in the favor of the creators. Alright, Zaku, you have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out. This week, I hope you have a safe Halloween. Hope you spend it with your family. You don't take weird-ass candy from strangers that may have the Ebola on them. Which, quite frankly, is kind of weird on any given year, but especially this year. But yeah, you have a good Halloween. We'll pick it up on Sunday. Because hopefully I get Shadow Hearts out this week. That's my objective. I think we craft one more Harpoon Bolt. I just feel safer when there's one more Harpoon Bolt. Also, we only have one more Harpoon Bolt in reserves. We spent a lot of bolts. But we went through 2 bosses. So that's fair. Did we save? Let's just save again just to be safe. Search for exit D5. How does Shadow Hearts hold up? I'm actually not done with it, believe it or not. I spent the last week that I wasn't streaming playing all 4 of the Chizo Mythos. I have all 4 games done, recorded. Obviously I put out the first one, but I have the other 3 scripts completely done. I haven't done the audio for them, and I haven't done the final post-production, but I technically have 3 more videos technically, just easy to make. However, I'm now doing double time and crunching to get Shadow Hearts done. What I'm hoping Shadow Hearts kind of keeps doing, I'll tell you this right now, Shadow Hearts has a lot of fluff. There are a lot of times Shadow Hearts just talks about stuff that doesn't matter. Ooh, handgun ammo pouch. That's what we want. Where was it? Over there. Okay. Alright, so we're looking for D5, which is this way. Oh, that's not convenient. Alright, well, we're going to save on our crossbow bolts. So, back to sneaky stealth time. Yeah, so Shadow Hearts I played a long time ago, and so that means I forgot about a lot of it.
This place is messing with my mind.
I will say this, though, the Judgment Ring system is single-handedly the only mechanic that is preventing the combat from being utterly mundane. If you didn't have the Judgment Ring system, that combat would be boring as hell. However, because you're keeping good engagement with it, it's kind of like Lost Odyssey, where just like the ring system in there keeps things engaged and interesting. You don't have to make it as flamboyant or dramatic. Like some people's like, oh, it's just like a weaker version of, what is it, Legend of Dragoon. I'm like, I don't think you need to have the Legend of Dragoon ads. You don't need to do all that. That was good for that game. It kept it from being, again, utterly mundane. But even just doing the Judgment Ring system is good. It keeps things engaged. Like, you can't sleep on any turn. I also appreciate it being for items and things that you do. Any attack and action, even the side quests or items or lotteries, any of that crap. Any of that stuff that you do, it's all about the rings, which is fine. I appreciate it not being like what Mario does in the Mario RPG series where you also have to have a quick time for defense as well. I actually didn't like that part of the Mario RPG series. So I like how Shadow Hearts does it for pretty much any menu item you choose, special attack, items, regular attacks, but they're not making it where like every single thing you do is constantly about that ring system. But yeah, like if they did not have that judge ring system, the combat in this game would have been, shall we say, Wild Arms boring, where you just select your strong attack, press it, fall asleep while everything plays out, wake up for the next turn, do the same thing, and the game is just monotonous. It gets monotonous so fast. That was a problem with a lot of early design and a lot of very, I don't want to say lazy design, but brute force design. You are still doing the same combat loop in Shadow Hearts, but you have a lot more chance elements that makes things a little bit more interesting. I don't know if you're going to try to 100% it. Not really. The guide that I'm following is pretty thorough, but I'm not going to 100% it. I don't think there's anything really that matters. Some of the side areas, though, are just loosely interesting, but not super essential. The game is moving at a pretty quick pace, which is nice, because I haven't been feeling like sluggish and bored, which is why I know I have 4 days to get this video done, but I'm very confident in that ability to do so. Like I said, there are a lot of times where they kind of talk and nothing happens. Like very early on, where they kept going on and on about Lily and how she had a, like, you know, really tortured existence and wanted to like marry this kid from the circus, and then went out and struggled with her father, and then she attacks you on the boat, and then she's a possessed spirit, and it's all very tragic. And actually, none of that matters. Literally none of that matters. Oh, hey, I see you up there. Yeah, baby. I'm not going to go all the way back just for 1K. It's not worth it. But yeah, the yeah, you tried to juke me, didn't you? F you. Really, man, you're gonna do this? Come on out. That was worth 2 bottles. But yeah, so far I'm liking Shadow Hearts. It actually still looks really good. It's one of those environments that is obviously using pre-rendered backgrounds, but it kind of looks pretty okay. And what I like about the pre-rendered backgrounds is that there's still a lot of secret areas if you kind of check around corners to find items. I like that because it means that the environment's very flat and otherwise non-interactive. However, there are many secrets and little nooks and crannies that still reward exploration. And because of that, that's a good use of pre-rendered backgrounds. That's okay. It's not like a lot of, shall we say, Square designs. This wasn't done by Square, but if this was done by Square, and a lot of the pre-rendered stuff that they did, they just made a very pretty background, but you could do nothing with it. You look at it, but you don't touch it. Shadow Hearts, you can look at it and you can touch it in, you know, select parts. but that's still, that interactivity means a world of difference. It means there's a lot more thought put into the environment, and I appreciate that. I recognize it and respect that. Oh, we missed this dude entirely. Let's go back up. There's no way we're missing a handgun pouch. Jeez, how do we skip this door? So dumb. So thank goodness I checked that. Really, game? I could have just, you know, walked out and left him, but leave no zombie behind. Yeah, I almost was a slacker. You know I hate being a slacker. I call other people out on being a slacker, and I'm equally just as susceptible to that criticism. Alright, as long as there's no first-person sections again. That part was interesting, but... Whoa, what the?
The hell is this stuff?
I was thinking the same thing. What the hell is this stuff? It's the weird marshmallow crap they make the zombies out of. Oh, don't tell me we're gonna face a giant blob monster down here. This shit right here is... Is that thing phasing in and out of existence back there, that box? Or is it just the game limit loading? I think it's, yeah, it's just the distance loading. Gotta love that draw distance. Oh, we still have his axe. I forgot about this axe. Can't believe we still have the axe. Next save point, we'll pause though, because we are hitting the limit. Next save point. They won't do 3 bosses in a row, would they? Hard to tell with this game. I do appreciate that it keeps me guessing. This seems like a good spot to introduce a brand new enemy though, you know? I'll take a quick water break. But yeah, Shadow Hearts is going well. I will say this though. I have to look up when I do the voice recording. I'm gonna have to look up every single one of these names because they're all Chinese. And I'm like, damn it, I don't know how to say a lot of these Chinese names because Chinese names don't necessarily follow, like they look like one thing, but they're not pronounced that way. So I'm gonna have to obviously do the usual disclaimer at the beginning where it's like, hey, just letting you know, I have 0 proficiency in Chinese. I'm doing my best here. Don't shoot the messenger. Uh-oh, nightmare time. It'd be cool if enemies could drop items without baiting you to getting. I know, right? So disrespectful. But what are you gonna do? Don't stop believing. Cool, slide. We'll check that out.
You were right all along.
Boy, how did our wife know that she was abducted by a crazy cult?
Why am I seeing this now?
That's another good question. Why are we seeing this now? It's been 3 years. Also, how did our wife die? Or did she die? I don't remember. It's been too long since I played the last game. I thought maybe they're alluding that she's dead, but maybe she's not. Did she go looking for Myra? Or no, Myra's the wife. Did she go looking for the daughter? Yeah, like, I think it's... Like, the main monk, like, Zuzen is how it looks, but I know it's not Zuzen. I think it's, like, Shushen. I think it's pronounced like... Whoa. What the fuck was that? I feel like you can say that a lot about things in this game. That was some weird white goop monster I saw for just half a second. Assumed that they never found her body? Thank you. Okay, so... I get the feeling Myra's gonna be in here, still looking for the daughter. Or maybe she got turned into a monster. Because there's no way anything in here could have stayed not a monster. Maybe she became a serial killer. She might be still plugged into the machine. Maybe we save her? Whoa! Okay, that's a cool enemy design. Also, what the flip?
God, look at the size of that thing. Maybe I can sneak past it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Watch there be something incredibly valuable in the middle right next to her, some shit. Like, look at this bolt expansion. Don't you want these bolts? Super stealth, don't fail me now. Damn, this thing's got good vision. Oh shit, that thing turns around for like 3 seconds. Please don't shoot whatever you're gonna shoot at me. We run.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
We run, but we also pause to take up loot. Alright, that wasn't so bad. We're gonna fight that thing next. You know how this game works. You know they're setting you up. I wonder if I actually could have lit it on fire. Oh, look at this. It's everybody's favorite Microsoft mascot. Because you know this is a Microsoft icon. I like how you go, fuck, flip. I know, right? I'm so consistent. I'll be like, ah, darn it, shenanigans. And I'll go shit on a stick. I'll just flip between the two. Because this milky stuff, I don't know, maybe it's flammable. We don't know. Everything else in this town seems to be flammable. If we were right next to a save point or a checkpoint, I almost wanted to... Oh, shit. Oh, my thoughts exactly. Oh, fuck, we're gonna find out today. Oh my god, this icon is so ridiculous. That thing was super sensitive. Run. Or just casually walk away.
I thought this place was supposed to be fucking stable.
Stable, but not safe. There's something around, apparently. D5 exit. That's where we want to be.
Looks like someone's enjoying the show.
Wait, what? Oh. I do appreciate every opportunity I get, and Shadow Hearts gives me another one, where I can say, you find something for research purposes. I will always bring up every research purpose opportunity. Hey, Dark. Thank you so much for 15 months. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great night. Oh, by the way, I haven't seen any notice from Twitch taking down any old videos. I think the only video that they ever muted and they could possibly take down was Death Stranding, which, let's be real, nobody's going to miss that VOD. And besides, I back up everything on my Stream Dunk channel, so even if they do cancel everything, whatever. I'm totally not worried about any of that Twitch cancellation stuff. A lot of people are saying it's the vast minority of people that are just streaming all sorts of uncensored, like, licensed music. I don't know about you. I don't think that's the case. I think they're downplaying it. It's true that Twitch has... There's both sides of this. On one hand, yes, there's the extreme example of people just playing lots of licensed music while they're doing nothing but, like, painting or talking or whatever. And there was always the case for silent Let's Plays, where technically you're not creating or adding value to the experience. But that's also not typical. I mean, they are fully aware of they have the bots. They could issue, you know, more severe warnings instead of a channel strike, for example. But at the same time, I kind of do agree that Twitch is significantly more lax than YouTube, and there does need to be more concrete stands on where you are okay and where the licensed big companies say, no, you can't use this. It sucks, but this fight has been fought 10 years ago on YouTube. So that's why, to me, this is nothing new. It's like we've already been over this on another giant social media platform. Yes, it sucks that they make the rules on that, but they also have the right to make the rules on that. Thanks for saying hi, Dark. And there are many cases on YouTube where the bots are certainly not perfect. There are a lot of fraudulent cases, a lot of false positives, a lot of people out there claiming nonsense and shenanigans. But that's also not the majority of time. You hear about them more because there's something worth complaining about, but a lot of the copyright strikes are rightfully given.
Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
I guess that was the severed head we saw.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
Is that the Chinese lady?
God. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
We're gonna turn around and it's
Turn around.
Lily? Maybe older? It is the Chinese lady. But why would she say that we're dead?
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
Or Japanese lady.
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Here's what's really happening, because this is the same thing that happened with the YouTube fight. Like I said, this is 10 years ago. They're getting around to Twitch for some reason, but this fight's been done. Because what happened before is the record company labels, like the RIAA and the MC whatever, and Sony Pictures, which, by the way, Sony is the biggest license holder of music on the world, and a lot of those copyright strikes you get from Sony, because they own so many music labels. They go out there and they slap around YouTube, even though it doesn't matter so by Google. They would be like, they slap around YouTube and be like, why are you letting people play our music? Why are you letting them play my stuff? Slap, slap, slap. And you just like, oh, I'm sorry, advertising dollars, I'm sorry. Stop hitting me. And so they turn around and it's like, hey, you playing that rap music? Hey, you playing that rock and roll? Stop it. Stop it, channel creators. You stop playing that Linkin Park in Offspring on your anime music videos. You stop that. Because yes, there are the people that are just straight up showing stuff that they shouldn't, like movies and music and stuff like that. And that was, people are still weaseling around that when they show movie clips and TV clips and whatever not. But it is true that it was a lot of liberty given to using licensed music on unlicensed thing that you can make money now.
Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
See you around, Dark. Have a good Halloween.
But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricism. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
There's plot happening now.
The best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off his guard.
What if we issue a channel strike against his art?
First, he's holed himself up in the theater.
He would post a video complaining about it, and we would know exactly where he is.
Just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on.
Because will there be people that get falsely claimed and taken down with no chance to fight? Yes, there will be collateral damage. But I actually do believe the mass majority of the people that are struck are the people that were in fact violating. Because when you think about it, the last time we had a huge wipe and cleansing like this, a lot of people burned, but a lot of those people, if you look at their stuff, they genuinely were just unfiltered, showing all sorts of licensed stuff. And you, like, the whole argument of, well, they show this other licensed stuff and there's no problem. They play video games that have licenses and they do all, whatever. You know what? Look, here's the cold hard truth that's honest. If in some alternate timeline or just one day all the video game industry decides to one day ban streaming, you know what? They have that right. Because in the early days of streaming, that was a concern. There were many video game companies that were against the concept of streaming because they thought, oh, if you stream a video game, people won't buy it, which ended up not being true. If anything, it ends up promoting more games. Or, hey, if you end up streaming this game, it's going to give a lot of spoilers. True, but people can avoid those spoilers anyway, and also social media creates spoilers to begin with. So a lot of those fears were basically unfounded, but they're coming from the same spot, which is the people who have the right to control something, whether out of greed or fear, which are the primary factors for any decision, they're going to make another decision based on greed or fear. Now, when they found that letting people stream video games is actually positive business because it gives a lot more exposure to a larger audience of people that are more likely to listen to that influencer than a commercial, then yes. And Shadows, you're right. It should be, yeah, the Nintendo was very slow on that uptick, but they eventually joined on too, where they realized there's more good than bad being done. But here's the thing, Shadows. The music industry is not the video game industry. It's a different set of dinosaurs. So if they're still digging their heels in the ground saying it's not fair use, it's not transformative of the content, it's not critical, it's not serving any purpose, you're not allowed to use it, they have that right. It sucks, but they have that right. Where the Twitch streamers are wrong is thinking that there's a sense of entitlement in using it because in their eyes it is creating positive influence, increasing the quality of their stuff, making references, or perhaps even creating exposure. You can use that in many cases. You cannot use this in this case because those rights holders, as long as they hold those rights, which is forever, they do get to say what they can and can't do. And if they get to say nobody gets to use it outside of this particular very limited narrow scope, that sucks, but they are the people that make the rules. And they're also the people that can enforce the rules. Again, we've been through this with video games. We've been through this with movies. We've been through this with TV shows. TV shows and movies are very it's very hit or miss. They really kind of case by case see if people are really doing like critical content on it. And video games are a little bit more lax, and that's fine as long as you're not playing like licensed music through that video through like Tony Hawk or Grand Theft Auto. But music industry, no, they are being the most stubborn on it, and while that sucks, you still have to respect that. And because that's just how the game's played. Because at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, you, even though you paid for that, you do not have the right to show that. It's kind of like, I guess, I don't know, very similar to showing, when they say, like, you can't record this NFL TV show and rebroadcast it anyway, otherwise we'll break down your door and shoot your kneecaps out. You know, they have the right to say that. And so you don't do it. It sucks, but they have that right. And until the game changes, arguing about it's a moot point. And so if they say we are going to send a very clear message that we are going to kill first and maybe ask questions never, it sucks, but that's kind of how the game's getting played. And the fact that you got away with it for this long on this platform is amazing, because on YouTube it's been like that for, like I said, over a decade, where they will shoot you just for playing a song. Doesn't matter if you have a 6-hour video, if you have more than 28 seconds of a licensed song, all of it's claimed, or they kill you. These days they just take your money. You know, they'll take credit for all your video and just steal your money. They won't shoot you on YouTube anymore. They'll just steal your money, which is arguably worse, because it's insulting at the same time as being hurtful. Because not only are you still not making money, but the money that is being made is getting taken by people that are unrightfully claiming it. And Shadows, I get that side of the argument too. I'm not advocating the very draconian way they went and killed people. I am saying it was still necessary. I don't necessarily agree that action had to be taken, because I do feel the streamers were taking advantage of things and taking advantage of a lot of stuff. I do feel that there did need to be a line drawn. Did it need to be drawn with blood? Debatable. But the choice was made already, and all we can do is move forward with it now. Do I cheer that a lot of people have lost a lifestyle from some of this? Yes and no, because let's be real, the people that were big enough to be hit majorly with this, they were already getting money from subs, from affiliate marketing, and from donations. They're not being hit that hard. They're just bellyaching they're not making as much. Just like the other side is bellyaching that they have slightly less control over their content. Instead of having total control, they have slightly less control. It's two people arguing back and forth about money at the end of the day.
Consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive when she can't be with you.
Because that's actually what this comes down to at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this is an argument about money. It's not some moral fight. It's not some ethical debate. It's not some legal battle. It's about people arguing they're not getting as much money as before against another group of people who are arguing that they don't have as much control over their product as before. And they're trying to find it somewhere in the middle. That's this whole debate. People are trying to inject human stories into it, but let's be real, the core argument about this is about money. Let's be real, it's about money.
Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent, aware of their own diagnosis, able to
And for people like me, where Twitch is not the main source of any of my income, I do this because I feel like it. I don't have a horse in this race.
disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this.
You should.
I hope the body
Also, your face is rendered differently than my face, and that's weird to me.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I study the beacon.
So when people are talking about like ethics and rights and all this, whatever. They're just arguing, hey, you're removing one avenue of how I make a lot of my money.
The environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
Creatures in here. The dissolution of the Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It's just
And Twitch already, when it comes to legal battles, has already the most sketch history, because they have been proven in the past on the same issue to take sides with certain people and then not take sides with those same people on the same issue. So they're very picky and choosy on who they choose to support.
But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
So yeah, that's the reason why this whole Twitch debate is not that big of a deal. Because it's just a bunch of people whining and arguing about where the money goes. That's all they're arguing about, is where the money goes. And I just don't give a shit. Incidentally, anytime I do on the soundtrack of any of my recaps, you don't use anybody, you use the in-game original soundtrack first and foremost, any song that was already naturally in the game. You also want to avoid any song that has a singer to it. Avoid any songs. Music is fine, but avoid songs with lyrics that are sung, because that's just asking for it. And if you ever have a song that's performed by like a live orchestra, that's bait. It's very bait. So that's how I avoid a lot of stuff. Every now and then I get hit, but when I started playing by those rules, I got very, very few, even erroneous copyright strikes. There's still shenanigans out there, but they are much more mitigated than how they used to be. Doing some detecting. Alright, we're going to open up the locker. We're going to see if we upgrade anything, and then we're going to call it a night. Ooh, we made some progress today. We got through 2 bosses. We're on chapter 6 now. Nope. Can't stay away from the best girl in the game. Big money. Well, you know, explosive bullet ain't bad. You know, it's like getting 2 shotgun shells. That's where I stand on this issue. I'm not super on one side and I'm not super on another side. Both sides are kind of right and both sides are kind of wrong. This is like the Epic versus Apple debate. It's like one side, like there's kind of right and there's kind of wrong, but at the end of the day, they're just arguing about where the money goes. And so it really doesn't involve me. That's kind of where this happens. Because one thing this Twitch argument can't claim is like, this will determine the future of Twitch. This will not determine the future of Twitch at all. Because we've had this discussion before. And also, there are a little bit more platforms. Yes, YouTube sucks compared to Twitch in terms of its usability by a lot. And its tools and its UI is literally non-existent. And God forbid you have anything that resembles a mod on there. And Facebook just wants to literally own you and sell all your information. That's always been the case, but now they're much more overt about it, and they don't even try to hide it. They're like, yo, if you want to use an Oculus, you literally have to sell your data to us. And also, if you want to stream on our system, you have to literally sell all your data to us. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So yeah, you can go to Facebook Gaming. You will be advertised very well on there because they like to self-promote themselves. But, yeah, I mean, if you don't mind this, just put on this spiked collar for a little bit, where the spikes are on the inside as well. Because we literally will own your ass. That's why you never want to... By the way, YouTube tip. It's good for exposure, quote-unquote, if you want something highly shareable, but if you actually create content that you want people to recognize your brand for, never post on both YouTube and Facebook, because Facebook, if you post anything on Facebook, even if it's a video that also exists somewhere else like YouTube or some other mirror site, like, say, Library, that I also mirror on, they will claim it as ownership. Just like any photos you put on Facebook, they own it. And they could sell it to, like, those advertisements where you ever wonder, wow, I wonder where these weird adverts get these pictures of just random people from. They get it from Facebook, because Facebook sells those pictures that you put on there. And they are not shy about saying that. That's why you should never put your shit on there. But because they offer such a convenient, shareable platform, people are willing to accept that. Am I anti-Facebook? Not necessarily. But I guess you could say that. I would be okay if you said that, let's put it that way. If you were to point your finger and be like, I think you're anti-Facebook, I would be like, that's probably a fair thing to say. But I wouldn't go out of my way. I'm not going to like rally against Facebook or anything like that. Shadows, I guess my frustration is that the record industry seemed to refuse to want to even try to come up with a solution when they get theirs, but let people who aren't trying to screw them over and use it fairly have a way to. That is true. That is very true. Out of all the dinosaurs of multimedia, the music industry is probably the crankiest one out of all of them. Not sure why. Like, books are very protective, but because most people are lazy and don't read books, outside of college textbooks, you really don't see a rampant market of people pirating books, you know? Unless they're just lazy gamers who want to take textbooks, or tabletop gamers that don't want to pay 30, 40 bucks a pop for a rule book, and so they just pirate it online. Outside of those markets, most people aren't out there pirating books. But they're also very prohibitive when it comes to books. But music is also very prohibitive, but because everybody indulges in music, that's where the debate comes. Again, it comes down to control, and it comes down to money. That's all this debate ever was. And I would challenge anybody on either side of the debate to come to me and tell me that's not the case. That no matter where you stand on this fight, if you really care about it, at the end of the day, you just care about control and you care about money. People do pirate books on tape? Yeah, you're right. Again, I'm talking about books that you listen to, or books that you read, not books that you listen to. I imagine people do those because but they do those because they are, you know, again, it's the step up from, I don't feel like reading a book, I just want to have one told to me. I can't criticize it because I literally do the same thing where I just tell people a story, so I get the hypocrisy here, but whatever. Same difference. By the way, click my link below for audible.com. Just for signing up for a trial, you get 2 free books that even if you decide not to check or continue the service, you get to keep forever. So make sure to use my keyword. Eat, Twitch, and Die for 20% off your first month subscription. And with that, we are done for tonight. I do not have an Audible promotion, by the way. I have been offered sponsorship by Audible. It's like one of the first sponsorships they reach out to. But I'm like, nope. If you go to my About page, you will see I say very clearly, I am not an influencer. I am just a content creator. If you want to send me a review code for your game, go ahead and send that. However, I will not recommend your product, and I will not be an affiliate, even though affiliate marketing is very profitable. For example, if I recall correctly, it's probably still the case, but just for every 3 people that clicked that Audible trial subscription, every 3 people, you got $5. And if you think about some of these people's audiences, say you have, 100,000 people, and say only 100 people clicked that, take a third of that, 33 and then times 5, that's $165 on just a single video. $165 just for doing that. And that's just for like a 1% hit. Most people get higher than that, especially if you pitched it pretty well. People's like, it's just a free trial, I'll just get it, especially if I get 2 free books, whatever. You get affiliate marketing is very, very profitable. I don't do affiliate marketing, but I'm not gonna lie, next month is yeah, Griffin, eat, Twitch, and die. Next month, I am actually thinking about joining up with Teespring and just putting that link on the bottom of my videos. Not on the video itself, but like right there in the description bar. You've seen it on other channels, I'm sure, where it's like, hey, you can just buy a hoodie with my design on it, or buy a little pin, because I do like enamel pins in real life. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna market anything, I'll be like, I'll put my logo on a T-shirt. At least a hoodie, because The OBM logo, it's the Hooded Devil's wearing a hoodie with little horns on the side. And I would either put that on a pin or a t-shirt slash hoodie and let people buy it. If they want to buy it, great. Portion of profit goes to me. Obviously, most of it goes to the creation and distribution of that shirt. And my Teespring seems pretty simple. It's what most people start off on. I don't know about the quality. I don't know if anybody here has bought a shirt off Teespring. If anybody here has bought a shirt or hoodie off Teespring, please let me know. Is it good? Is it decent quality? Or is it like shit tier? It's like cheap polyester that's very scratchy and uncomfortable. I hope it's cotton, because I would buy one myself. But I only like wearing cotton, or like at least 80% cotton. I can't stand polyester. It's hot and it's scratchy. I love hoodies. The hoodie ain't too bad. That's good. Because with the next game after Shadow Hearts, it's looking like it's gonna be Nier Automata. Because I already have 3 videos in advance, I can take my time with Automata, get that out of the way. I want to do a second big game, but I have enough videos preloaded in October to go through November and have a video every Friday, which is exciting. I don't want people to be spoiled though and think that I'm constantly putting out all this stuff. It's just kind of like they're going to be 3 mini videos and then a big video. But it's you know, it's content. I'm still putting my best effort. So I'll do the rest of the Chizo Mythos and then Nier Automata, and then I'll probably have time to do a second big game. I want to do Kingdom Hearts because before Memory of Melodies comes out, I want to get Kingdom Hearts 3 out there. But we'll see. We'll see where we go. But in the meanwhile, I also want to take time, research, and put out a couple initial designs, just the icon. We'll just start with the icon. You know, something simple. Because I don't really know of that many things that this channel is iconic of that would look good or sound good on a t-shirt. I was thinking Awfully Suspicious because I like saying that. And also, I could see that on a shirt without it being weird. It'd be like, oh, that person has a sassy shirt that says Awfully Suspicious. I could see that, but I don't know how I can make it look cool. I'm not very design oriented. But yeah. But we'll see where we go. That's where I want to grow the channel slightly in next, which is open up the Teespring line. That I'm okay with doing. People say they want to buy a shirt with my icon on it. I'm not gonna say no, and I don't feel it hurts the brand. You know, I feel it does that. I want to have something look cool where it's like it says Awfully Suspicious, and I don't know if I should have like a little tiny mage guy just kind of looking like like kind of leering at something, or if it should just be text. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, more discussion on that on the Discord, where we argue about all sorts of stuff. If you're not already on the Discord, jump on the Discord. I think most of you guys are on there. We have wonderful debates, making fun of each other, especially me, on other people's interests, passions, and I'm going to go ahead and openly make fun of Will. Will, I'm just poking fun at your superpower, all right? When you said that you wanted to have quantum wave theorem superpower, all right? I'm just poking fun. You didn't have to go into a giant lecture debate about why it's a legitimate power. I'm just poking fun at you. Good Lord. Take a joke. But that's okay. Sometimes jokes hit, sometimes jokes don't hit. It's just kind of how it goes. I appreciate everybody all the same. More discussion is always a good thing. Alright, with that, thank you so much for watching. Everyone have a safe Halloween. Do not get gross cooties from people. Do not eat weird stuff from strangers. Don't necessarily trick or treat. Just buy your candy, eat it at home, and watch some good movies. You know, stay safe, stay healthy. And we will pick this up Sunday, which, by the way, is daylight savings time. So don't miss out. Have a good night, everybody. I'm Oni Black Mage, and I'll see you in the next battlefield.